If at this point man feels that here on earth he does not fulfill what lies in his archetype, with its abode in the heavens, then there arises in him an artistic longing for some outer image of that archetype, whereupon he can gain the power to become an instrument for bringing to expression the true relation of man to the world by becoming a eurythmist. The eurythmist says, "All the movements which I ordinarily carry out here on earth do less than justice to the mobile archetype of man. To present the ideal human archetype, I must begin by finding a way to insert myself into its motions. These motions, through which man endeavors to imitate in space the movements of his heavenly archetype, constitute eurythmy. Therefore, it is not just mimicry, nor mere dancing, but stands midway between. Mimic art is chiefly a support for the spoken word. If the need is to express something for which words do not suffice, man supplements word with gesture. Thus arises mimic art. It expresses the insufficiency of the words standing alone. Mimic art is indicative gesture. The art of dancing arises when language is forgotten altogether, when the will manifests so strongly it forces the soul to surrender and follow the movement suggesting body. The art of the dance is sweeping, ecstatic gesture. We may say, mimic art is indicative gesture. Art of dance, sweeping, ecstatic gesture. Between the two stands the visible speech of eurythmy, which is neither indicative nor sweeping, but expressive gesture, just as the word itself is expressive gesture. I shall touch on all this in my coming lecture on anthroposophy and poetry. Today I wish chiefly to indicate how anthroposophical, in contrast to intellectualistic, materialistic knowledge, does not kill with its thoughts, does not turn a person into a commentator on art who thereby buries it, but rather causes an artistic spring, a fountain of fantasy to well up, turns him into an enjoyer or creator of art, verifies what must be emphasized over and over again, namely that art, religion, and science are sisters, who once upon a time became estranged, but who must again enter into a sisterly relationship if man is to function as a complete human being.